Hello, everyone. This is Kevin from Kevin's Bookcase. I kind of took it upon myself this time to do a criminology tag. He is having his monthly GarbAugust coming up next month, and he had a few questions, and I thought I'd take it upon myself to do the tag myself. So I'm really looking forward to this. This is something great that I really been looking forward to. He did it February 2.0 or 1.5 or whatever it was, but it was fun for that month. But anyway, he's doing a full month this time, and it's just, I can hardly wait because some of the books on there I want to give a good try to. Anyway, he has some questions. I have them written down here on my pad here, so I'm going to answer him. And he's also doing a video that's supposed to have all the prompts and the weekly reading, whatever is coming up. So I'm really looking forward to that one. I'll do another video to show what I'm going to be reading, because I got a lot of them. Anyway, the number one question was, how would you personally describe trashy books? I look at it as like movies. You have your A movies, you have your B movies. Then you have your C and your D's and down all the way. Trashy books to me are, like everybody else says, trashy books are ones that the publishers put out to make money on, fast reads. When I worked at the bookstore, I had women come in every month, or actually every week, because Wednesday was book day, and they would have Love Sweats, Silhouettes, Harlequins, all those, and they would buy 15, sometimes up to worse than 20 a week. And by the time the next Wednesday rolled around, they had other books to buy. They just kept going. Quick little story though. I had one lady who came in. She would not buy a book unless she read the last 3 chapters. If she liked the last 3 chapters, then she bought the book. But to me, that's what trashy is. It was where publishers put out so much, so fast that they had to, they were just making it for the quick buck. Then you had your A-listers like James, Tom Clancy, Nora Roberts, the big guys, the big people. But then you had the little ones, and that's where I think trashy comes in. And I don't know if anybody knows this, but Gold Eagle, they used to do Mac Bolan books and everything. They were put out by Harlequin. And when I told that to my guys that used to read all those, and they went, "What?" I went, "Yeah, the romance company that puts out Harlequins also puts out Mac Bolans." Oh no! So, got a little trivia there for you. What's the trashiest book you've ever read? Well, Criminology, in his video, talked about the Gore series. Yeah, there are 30 books. He's still alive. He's 93 years old. And after Daw stopped publishing them, he started putting them out by another publishing company. I have every single one of them. Even the book that he wrote on the side called Imaginative Sex. That is a very hard book to get, but I have it in the original Daw, and I have it in the reprint. It's easy for me to say. But yeah. In his video, he describes the Gore series very, very well as sleazy, I think the guy's name's Tabit. He's traveled his alternate Earth, and he tries to fit in, and it gets kind of bad as it goes on, so to speak. So, trashiest books, I would agree with Ollie on that one. The Gore series for sure. What was the trashiest situation you've ever been in? Well, I went to a party at a friend's house one time. I'm answering this. Can't believe it. I'm not going to do any of the dares. I'm answering all these questions. I went to a friend's house and went to a party, and it was a pool party. And when I got there, everything was fine. Everybody was having, their little drinks on the side, and everything was fine. But then all of a sudden, as it got toward evening, after everybody ate and had a little bit more to drink, it turned into a come as you are, clothing not optional pool party. And I was feeling a little tipsy that night myself, and next thing I knew, it was, hello, everybody's in the pool. And everybody was out of the pool doing other things too. So, if I had to write a book about that, I could probably spend, get really into detail in something like that. So, anyway, that was the trashiest situation I was ever put in. I've never been in another one since, but that was a few years ago. Number 4. Have you read a book so spicy you cease to be the master of your domain? No. I got to the point where I could read anything spicy, smutty, doesn't matter. It doesn't affect me in any way. I just enjoy it. When I was growing up, of course every boy does, it's just, you want to find out what's it all about? What's everybody talking about? So, yeah. I just read it. I was always alone. I didn't, so I was never, what does it say? Ceased to be the master? Nah. I was always the master of my domain when I was reading these things because I kept it myself, basically. And which book has the best smut scene you've ever read? I've read so many of them. I mean, you start reading them, and all of a sudden you think, this is the same one as this one, it's the same as that one. Oh, this is a little better than that one, this one's a little better than that one. But I guess the best one I've ever read was House Under the Lake. And that's when they say, now I'm bringing back into the pool party, back into this, where they go swimming down to the house that's under this lake. And the description of that, I'm not going to go into too much description of it, but they have sexual relations in the water under the, in the lake, above the house. And I just love, that's the best one I've read in a long time. So, anyway, like I said, bringing the pool party back into it and having that. Have you ever gifted a trashy book? When I worked at the bookstore, that's all I gifted. My sister-in-law wanted Kathleen Woodywis or Joanna Lindsay. My niece wanted Nora Roberts. Anything of Nora Roberts she wanted. I had one niece who only wanted Love Sweats. Another, let's see, yeah, well, the 3 nieces and one grandson, or nephew, sorry. Nephew didn't read anything except Piers Anthony. But, yeah, Love Sweat. And the other one was Silhouette. I want to say it was a Harlequin Intimate or Silhouette. Silhouette Desires and Harlequin Intimates. That's all she ever read. And every year is either birthday or Christmas. I always gifted them that. And they always wanted the newest one. And when they got done, they wanted more. So, and if so, what books were they? Well, there you go. There was Joanna Lindsay, Kathleen Woodywis, Nora Roberts, Janet Daly. All those big ones. And have you ever received trashy books as gifts? Yeah. My dad would buy me Trailsman. He bought me the Edge series. He bought me anything with adult Western theme. Jake Logan, Gunsmith, Long Arm, the long-running series that used to go out for everybody. Oh, yeah, he bought those for me, and then I started buying them myself when I worked in the store. So when the new one came out, say a new Long Arm came out, I'd buy it, I'd read it, give it to him, he'd read it, and it didn't go on the shelf, and we just kept adding, collecting as we went. So, if you saw my collection of books right now, I have them in the storage, because I just moved up to Colville, Washington a year ago. If you were to see my books in my collection, I would say 70, maybe even 80% of them are all trashy books. And I mean all of them. So, and the last question is, did you read trashy books from your parents' shelves? Well, yeah and no. When I first started reading, I started reading the Hardy Boys series, way back in the 60s. And that's all I could read. That's all my mom and dad would let me read. But then as I got older, then they started reading stuff, and I started reading theirs. And they were reading mysteries like Mary Reinhardt Roberts, Earl Stanley Gardner, Perry Mason books. I started reading those. And, you know, for me, they just didn't have the kick, you might say. They just weren't for me. So anyway, I thought, oh, okay, what's else out there? Well, I don't know what happened. I don't know. It has to do with age. But about the time my dad was about the age I am now, I'm 63, he started picking up the magazine Hustler and leaving it in the bathroom. So naturally, I was curious. So I would pick it up and start reading it. And I thought, wow, what is all this? Then all of a sudden I found out that during the 60s, especially the late 50s, early 60s, early 70s, a lot of these adult books came out, especially during the 70s too. All these books came out with all these graphic scenes and everything, and I thought, what the hell? How am I going to get how's a teenager going to get hold of this stuff? Well, once I got in the book business, it was simple. So I just started grabbing them and reading them right and left. So actually, I precipitated in getting books for my parents' bookshelf. They started me out, like I said, on the little ones, but then I started bringing it in, and they started going, oh, I like these. Can you get more? Yeah. Hey, I'm only like 20 years old, 25 years old, and you're asking me to go out get these trashy books? Come on. What are you thinking? Yeah, I'll get them. No problem. I'll go get them. What the hell? I want to read them too. And pretty soon, it got to the point where I would get them, I'd read it, then my dad would read it, then my mom would read it, then my sister-in-law would read it, then my niece would read it, and then my other niece would read it. And it just went right down the line, all the way through. And then the next one come through, and do the rounds again. So, anyway, that's my answers. I don't go and do a dare or any of those, because I don't want to make this too long. But anyway, all you did is doing a video of the prompts that are coming up for GarbAugust. And I'm definitely going to participate in that because he has, I just saw where the first week is like Jackie Collins. Oh, there's another one. There's another author my sister-in-law loved, and every time Jackie came out with one, she had to have it. And of course, she kept bugging me. Oh, where's it coming out? When's she coming out with it? Okay, here it is. Okay. Anyway, and then he's got the prompts. And I guess he's doing a bingo card, so I'm going to be watching that video, and I'll do an update of what my reading TBR is going to be for that month. I'm going to be busy. So, anyway, thank you for reading. See what I mean? My brain goes faster than my mouth. Thank you for watching this video. Please like and comment, and see you in the next video. And until then, ciao.